Welcome to the Billy Ho Forecast Show. Please subscribe and like the video. Remember, the more you share, the bigger we grow. Now, let's go! Hello, Billy Ho here. Welcome to a very special DFS show. I am reaching out to both new players and more experienced crowd to hopefully open up your eyes on contest selection, specifically DraftKings is where I'll be focusing this, and PGA contests in particular. By the end of this video, I hope you'll be able to utilize your budget better, whether you're a $500 player or a $100 player or a $1,000 player. You know, there's that money matters, but when you're choosing contests, if you're smart, you can maximize out, and that's how I'm going to show you. First thing I just wanted to mention was the payout structure, the number of entries, how many entries you can have per contest are all relevant in this video. So let's kick off the DK lobby and see what we're looking at here. Okay, I'm going to start with a little bit of the higher end, like say you got a $500 bankroll this week. Now, the first thing I would do is get over here and plug in $500. I go straight to tournaments because we don't play cash games in this video. And now we're looking at the styles. The first one I wanted you to take a look at, and you can see over here where it says margin and overlay and all that, that is this. If you don't know by now, then you've been misinformed, or it's just been such tribal knowledge, nobody talks about it anymore, but it's the Roto Grinders browser extension. You can get it for Chrome or internet, you know, Microsoft, whatever. And you download it for the specific FanDuel or DraftKings sites, and it tells you the important information we're going to cover here today. So this is our DraftKings lobby. And what we're going to do now is bust up $500 into, and I'm going to show you in a slideshow right quick, what kind of contests you should best be playing with, say, a $500 budget. Okay. All right. Now, if you are say you like to play a ton of lineups, and I know people who just like to make lineups. If you got $500, the first thing you're going to want to do is probably just take 100 entries into this Drive the Green. It's a pretty fair contest. It has about 14% to first place, which is 50K. That's huge. That's life-changing money. And then your top 10's got almost 30%, which is also paying some significant bills and getting that credit card debt down type money. And then last but not least, 24% min cash, which is good. And 1.6 is not terrible. 1.6%. I'd rather have 2%, but you can't get everything, right? So that's one contest. Now, this contest here is a 3 max for $75 per entry. That's going to take about half your budget, but I think it's worth it because one of the main things I want to talk about and what we need to focus on is limiting your competition. You don't have to play in $200,000 million makers against half the Louisville population. 227 people in your contest here. 10% to first place, $1,500. 150 is the min cash. That's double. 2x min cash. It's only 19% because of the limited field, but 19% out of 227 is a hell of a lot better than 25%, 1.6% in another field. And you get 3 max entries here So you can actually play a few different lineups. You can play a chalkier lineup, a cash type lineup. You can, double stack up top or play more balanced. At least it gives you 3 different ways to do something. This one is another one I thought might be helpful for big money guys. It seems like a lot. You're like, damn, $200 for a single entry. But look what, you got 1,111 people in your contest, not 111,000. It's just a little over 1,000. And you get, that's kind of a weak min cash, 18%, 1.5x for that kind of money. But you get 25% up top, which is 50K. That's what people are going for. You see those guys, you're watching the Awesomeos and the Pat Mayos and those guys they have on there. This is what they play. Top 10, 58%. That's monster. This wouldn't be for everybody, but if you have that 1 week where your lineup, you're like, man, I love this lineup. It's tight. And you got that kind of budget to play with, slap it in this contest. Take a shot. This is a hell of a lot better chance than, max entering some kind of $3 tournament or something where you have 80,000 people playing. And this one is another one. This is one of my favorites because it's a lower budget contest. And it's 60K birdie, $3.20 max. It pays 10% to the winner. And the top 10 gets 27.5%. 24% min cash, 1.67, not too bad. But this one is, it costs $60 to max it. So that would, if you were, say, under $100 guy, or if you were, say you're a weekly $100 bankroll guy, since we've gotten past $500 bankroll guy, this is a contest you could play. And of course, a $500 bankroll guy can throw this one in here too, just so he can have some, lineups. You want to play a core cascading method or a real tight core, then that's what you would do there. This one here is one of my favorite contests. And real quick, while I got you, this contest, they will keep running these contests like single entry albatross, single entry caddies. They run second and third contests with lower amounts in it. This one has 980. The next one they run will probably have 500, and it'll still have the same type of payouts, but less competition. Remember that point. Less competition. 10K albatross, $12 single entry, 1,000 to first place, 980 in your competition, not too bad. Min cash is 1.67, but it's over 23%. That's pretty good. All right. 25K dog leg is $33 single entry. That's, for me, that is kind of high. If I had $100 a week budget, I would definitely play it. It just depends on what week I want to play and, how I'm feeling. Do I want to pump it up? Do I want to, do I got extra money in the kitty? But this one's 10% up top, 33%. That's our wheelhouse. And 1.5, a little over 1.5x. That's not terrible. Now, this is another good contest. I like this one a lot. This is a 3 max $8 mulligan for $8. And it has the nice payout structure, 2x min cash, 22%. So you 3 max it for $24. If that is a nice lower budget, higher budget, whoever you can play. This is another one. This is 1470. Next contest mulligan you look at will be half that. So you can wait. And sometimes you catch those elusive overlays where, they don't fill the contest and then you have a better opportunity to win. Boom. Billy Hustle. This is down into the lower tiered range. If you have less money to go on or whatever, $100 a week budget, $50 a week budget. Listener leagues contests, Pat Mayo, Fantasy Degenerates, Gups Corner, Billy Ho, I love this contest. This is my Masters contest. And now that DraftKings has, thank goodness, fixed their resizing rules, now you can have up to 200 entries. And even if you don't fill them, the contest will still run. So I put up 50 entries on Billy Ho's Masters for next week. And so you better get in fast because it might go. And look at that, almost $100 to first place, 40 to second. Boy, that's going to be a sweet payout. Let's fill this thing. I don't want to see 30 in there. Let's get it done. That's a nice payout. We may keep it $3 if you all like $3. I always pump it up to $3 for special occasions like the majors. So there you go, Billy Ho. And real quick, I wanted to talk about this because I know some guys in the Discord like playing this contest. And I'm not dogging you for it because it's a fine contest. I play in it myself. It's got a real low first place payout for the amount, you got 30,000 people. So real low at 4%. That's cool. Top 10 is not so good. I'd rather it be more 25% top 10. And then 27%, 1.5 min cat. That's garbage. That's a waste of time. I just wanted to show you, I scrolled down here. The payouts, once you get past, look, there's 30,000 people in this contest. It will fill, so trust me on that. There's 85th, 100th place, $20. That's good. But once you start getting down here, you are getting down to very little payout for a cash. And way down here, this is what you would do if you core cascaded, like I said a minute ago, or you have a really tight core, or you just straight duplicate lineups. You'll see people in there with 20 lineups with the same entry. So if they hit up here and they tie for 141st, they're getting all 20 of their lineups. They're making $200. But if you just have a random lineup generator and you generate 20 lineups and you cash 10 of them and you make $20 and then the other 10 don't cash, you just wasted your time. So just think about that when you enter these types of contests. They also have a quarter jukebox and a dime time. So you can enter both of those, 40 lineups, max both for $7. So if you just want to play a lot of lineups or practice your core cascading methods or try different things and experiment, save $15 to $13 and just play in those. That's what I would recommend. Because if the money's not important, you're not going to get it here. All right, there's your contest takeaways. My main thing is the payout structure. The percent to first, I like a little lower because it's hard to win GPP contests, period. I mean, I can count on one hand the number of people, that I know that win them. I've won them, but they haven't been 15K entries. They've been like 600, 800 entries. So less competition. Okay, that'll about do it. But just real quick, once you figure out what type of player you want to be and you find the contest that you like, continue to play those same contests. That's makes it a lot easier each week. I already know I'm spending X amount of dollars on these contests every week, no matter what. I'm not jumping around. Now you need to experiment and find what's comfortable for you, for sure. But hopefully if you got anything out of this video, one tip or a contest that you found to help you, then I've done my job. Remember, subscribe to the channel, give a like, share it amongst your social media people. Follow me on Twitter, BILLYAH40. And tag me on Twitter at that same address if you do hit some big bucks. I want to know about it, especially if you're in my Discord or you're somebody I follow or familiar with or watch my videos. I'd really love to know. And leave in the comment section anything you took away from this video that might help you. And of course, as always, until the next video, peace.